In this video, I have kind of three main points, my central topic of gay rights. The last couple of weeks have been a big news week for homosexuality. I'm not sure why, but it's interesting. So I have 3 points. The first one is going to be Dan Savage. Second, President Barack Obama. And the third is going to be North Carolina. And I might not do it in that order, but we are going to start with Dan Savage. Okay, Dan Savage was at a journalism conference for high school students. These students all wanted to go to this conference, and he was there speaking, as he often does, about bullying and preferably not bullying, and specifically homosexuals, because that's kind of his niche. He started the It Gets Better project and all of that, so he's a big name in anti-bullying. Well, he was talking specifically to the point that many people use the Bible, they hide behind the Bible to say, well, I can't help bullying other people. I'm supposed to. It says in the Bible that you're not supposed to tolerate homosexuality or what all. And Dan Savage pointed out, as pretty much everyone who's ever read the Bible will point out, that there's a lot of bullshit in the Bible that people ignore every single day. Every single day. They ignore the points about slavery. They ignore the points about menstruation and what you should eat and how you should farm your crops, and whether or not you should beat your daughter to death if her husband discovers she's not a virgin on her wedding night. These are things, right, in the Bible, and Dan Savage points out that it's complete bullshit, and we ignore it every day. And people can still derive good things in the Bible. He didn't specifically say that, but he did say that you can just toss that out. And also you can toss out the bullshit about homosexuals. For my money, you can just toss out the whole book. But Dan Savage did not say that. He said you can ignore the bullshit. And while he was saying you can ignore the bullshit, several students got up and walked out of the room, which, you know, they're perfectly within their rights to do so, though as journalism students, it probably would have reflected better on them had they stayed and listened and found points to address in what Dan Savage was saying, rather than just ignore him and walk out. But I digress. In any case, Dan Savage continues his speech, and when he's done beating up the Bible, he says, "I'm done beating up the Bible. You can call the pansy asses who walked out back in." Now, I find it regrettable that Dan Savage called them pansy asses. I do. Now, do I think that they displayed a certain intellectual cowardice? Yes. Yes, I do. But as somebody speaking to the point of anti-bullying, it would reflect better on Dan Savage to not call people names. That's a rather minor point to the greater point of, it was a great speech, it was very funny, and yeah, it was very on point. So that was a blemish to an otherwise good speech. Of course, a lot of right-wing or highly sensitive Christians have, oh, he was attacking Christian students. No, he was pointing out the hypocrisy built into the Bible. That's what he was doing. He didn't call anyone stupid. He didn't call anyone. He didn't make fun of Christianity itself. He was talking about the Bible. So there you have it, Dan Savage. Point number 2, North Carolina. Dear North Carolina, fuck you. All right. Look, I have, as I've pointed out, way too many friends and family members who are gay, who are people, who are Americans, to really get behind the marginalizing of anyone, of making anyone into a second-class citizen. And the fact that we even vote on civil rights in any state is disgusting. It's abhorrent. But the fact that 61% of the people who voted on Tuesday voted to not only make same-sex marriages illegal, because they already are in North Carolina. Good job, kids. Way to think that through. But no, they voted to not allow any legal recognition of any union between any two people that is not specifically a legal marriage between a man and a woman. So people who cohabitate, sorry, you get nothing. People who have common law marriages, people who have married through their church, but for whatever religious or philosophical reasons have not married through the state, your relationship is not recognized, and legally, and you did that to yourself. So congratulations, you suck. Those of you who voted to not allow that to happen in your state, I am sorry that so many people, so many of your neighbors suck so much. So there you have it. And thirdly, our president is personally supportive of same-sex marriages. Is this a policy position? No, it's just his personal opinion that he thinks that gay people should be allowed to get married. A lot of people have said, oh, he's doing this for political jockeying. The margin of people who are pro marriage equality and the margin of people who are assholish bigots is pretty much neck and neck. And by and large, the people who are for are more likely to vote Democrat anyway, and the people who are against are really not likely to vote for President Barack Obama for anything. So he's not going to gain or lose much traction there. But it is interesting to see how people react to him saying that. I personally was very proud of him. I don't always see eye to eye with the president, but I was very proud of him for just making that stance, for saying, you know what, these are people too, and I do think they should get married. He apparently talked to many people, including his wife and his cabinet and his children, about their opinions, and I thought that was really, really good of him to, you know, look at everyone's opinions. And he said that, you know, maybe he's kind of a relic in that his daughters didn't think anything of same-sex couples. I don't think anything of same-sex couples, and I'm considerably younger than the president, but considerably older than his children, so there you have it. One of the more interesting reactions to the president's announcement was Bristol Palin's she said that it is his job as a father, essentially, to tell his children what to think, not to get opinions from them, not to listen to their opinions and thoughts on anything, and he should be leading in his household. Bristol Palin, whose child's father is not part of that child's life. Bristol Palin, who is a relatively irresponsible young person who, through, again, irresponsibility, ignorance, I don't know, got pregnant as a teenager and is now raising a child by herself. Because again, the person with whom she had the child is not in the picture. Not really the person you're going to get parenting advice from. Not the person I'd get parenting advice from, and I don't even like children. So yeah, Bristol Palin, not so much. Michelle Bachmann went ahead and said that the president is out of touch. I think the president, at the very least, understands that the country as a whole is moving toward accepting people as they are, accepting LGBT people. We're kind of slow to accept the T, really slow, sadly slow, but we are getting behind the L, G, and somewhat B. So yeah, lesbians and homosexuals of all sorts, bisexuals, pansexuals, transsexuals, people are people. I've said it before and it's still true. People are just people. And it is very good that our president acknowledges that, if nothing else. So, there you have it. You guys have a nice night.